Yo, 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 Uber, Ohio. And today I kind of want to show you the actual earnings that I've made so far since I've been doing Uber. And I started at the end of August for a couple days, then had my second carpal tunnel surgery, so took a little break from that and then did some more. So without delay, here's the first earnings I ever made. You can see it was 13 hours, 32 minutes, 20 trips from Tuesday, August 29th to August 31st. And you can see the first day I did like $40, 94 cents, $47 the next day. Those were like early morning trips where I kind of went out to see what it was like. I went at like 6:30 in the morning and had a couple like short rides here and there. I think I had an airport ride both days. Those are nicer because they actually give you a little more money for your time. And then on that Thursday, it was 13 trips, 7 hours. I kind of wanted to do like a full day to kind of see what I could make in like an 8-hour period. And I'll show you that here again. So you can see 7 hours, 29 minutes, 13 trips, $99.66. So that's kind of what I made in like an 8-hour normal work day for most. Not too bad. Of course, you got to pay for your gas and wear and tear on your car, but hopefully that'll make the taxes cheaper, since I think you're allowed to record, if I'm correct, like 53 cents a mile, 53.5 cents a mile off your taxes for how many miles you travel. Then after that, let's see. I'll show you. The next period was October 16th through October 31st. And you can see here at the bottom, 35 hours, 31 minutes, 51 trips, and then $389. So that's kind of almost like a 40-hour week, 5 hours short, $389.54. So now I'll show you this again here. You can see Wednesday wasn't a big day, Thursday not a big day, Friday a little more. That was the first Saturday I worked, $173.55, 20 trips. And I believe on that Saturday, let me check, that was, I'll show you again, 13 hours and 36 minutes. Now that could have been better. The reason it's more hours than it should be, I mean, it's still not bad, but I spent like probably 4 or 5 hours early in the morning trying to do good, and I only made like $30. So if I didn't go out in the morning at all, the pay per hour would be a lot better. But still, I'm not complaining. It's 20 trips in 13 hours, 36 minutes, and I made $173. So not too bad. And after that Saturday, before that I was reluctant to work on the weekends, or at least at night, because, I still don't have a camera. And I think it's going to be much safer if I have a camera for myself, especially if I'm doing this long term. I don't want someone to accuse me of something or say I said something or whatever, and then I lose my ability to keep doing this. So I really want to get a camera to protect myself as an insurance policy. But either way, I found out really fast that a Saturday is a good day to work. So let me go on here, find the next one. And this is October 23rd through October 30th. And this week, not as many hours, 15 hours, 13 minutes, and for a pay total of $253.39. And that I did Monday, 4 trips, $15.70. Friday, about $40, 2 trips. Saturday was $188. Let me get there to show you how long that was. So this was probably the best day so far in total. $188, 9 hours, 59 minutes, so almost 10 hours, and I made $188. So that's a pretty good rate. I mean, at least for what I've gotten so far. I'm sure people in busier cities make a lot more, but for me, it's really not busy all the time. That Saturday was actually nonstop busy pretty much until I stopped, and so that was a good day. And especially for the hours that I put in. And let's see here. And then the last week, which was last week, I did, as it focuses here, 20 hours and 25 minutes, and that ended up being $259.62. So again, not a bad ratio. I did like a little 3 trips Tuesday, which were all short trips, and it wasn't busy. I was waiting a lot. Thursday, 8 trips, about $80. And then this Saturday, it was last Saturday, you can see I did $148 in 22 trips, so I made a lot of trips. And let me see how many hours it was. So 11 hours, 20 minutes, 22 trips, but less money than the last 2 Saturdays. And the reason that is because they had changed the time where they added an extra hour. So what happened is I worked up till, it's like 1:59, then it went back to 1 o'clock. And then the reason that was less hours is normally the last 2 Saturdays before that, at least, between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., there's a lot of surge time here and there. It pops up and you ride out there, you get a little more money, you make more money per your time. But because of the hour change it added to the weekend, it seemed that people were going home in a more spread out time. So there wasn't, I didn't think I saw surge the whole night. So it was busy. I was getting a lot of rides, but like the first ride was up to Cleveland, up by the lake, and that was a big one. But besides that, it was like a bunch of short trips, 2 miles, 5 miles, 6 miles, a whole bunch of small trips throughout the night without surge. And it got to the point where I was, picking up people that their friends were doing the Uber app for them to and they're like helping them to the car because they can't even walk on their own. And they're putting them in my car saying, good luck, that I'm having to deal with these people. And then I'd take them back to their home, deal with the whole drunk issue, and I'd get like $2.92. So it's like I was dealing with the kind of passengers you don't want to deal with without any surge pricing, making next to nothing. So towards the end, it was like I planned to stay out as long as it was busy, but, I was out further away where I live, and, at the one experience, I got out to this, I went to the address, I get there, and there's drunk people everywhere. I almost got hit like twice. I'm driving down these back roads, and this guy pulls almost sideswiped me, and he was parked in his car. But eventually I got to the address. I'm right in front of the address. My headlights are pointing right at it. So I text the person, I'm here. Is this the right address? No answer. So I call her, and without saying exactly what she said, she's like, are you my Uber driver? And I said, well, yeah, I hope so. I said, I'm at this address. I don't see you guys. Where are you? And she gets really crappy with me right away and is like, well, how do I, she's like, I don't want to say what she said exactly, but she's like, well, you figure it out. What are you, something retard? It's like, just started rambling off, obscenities at me, and I was like, wow, I'm not even from out there. I drive all the way out there to pick them up, and then of course she's drunk, so she might be a good person and normal, but she was pretty vulgar there, and you could hear her friends in the background, oh, don't say that, and I was like, grabbed the phone, was like, all right, hang up and cancel ride. So I was like, I'm not going to deal with that, especially that's the first interaction I have, and she's already that way. Yeah, she's going to be even better when I pick her up, I'm sure. So I canceled that one, and right away another one popped up because it was busy, and I took that guy back to his house, and he was a really nice guy. We talked about old cars and stuff, and it was a much better experience, I'm sure, than I would have had if I would have eventually found these people who, obviously the one lady was pretty hammered already. But then after that, it was like another 2 rides where, their friends are setting them up on the application, and they're just like placing them in the back seat where they can't even walk, and you're worried about them throwing up all over your car. So I was like, all right, that's enough of that. And so I quit the night at about, almost 3 a.m., which was actually almost 4 a.m. And then I went home. So, but yep, that's the actual earnings that I've made so far. And I plan to try to figure out the airport trips. I know at least from what I've watched on other people's videos, they say that Lyft has certain spots that if you get to it, they automatically put you in a queue. I'm not sure if Uber does that or not. So I'm going to try to experiment with that this week. If I get to the Canton airport, I'll sit in the spot where you're supposed to wait and see if it automatically puts me in a queue, or if it's just, whoever's closest, or if it's a first in, first out like I hear that Lyft does. So anyways, I'll update you with more videos later, so you'll see me in the next one.